you're anything like me, the first thing that you do each morning is reach for your phone. I know that when I do this, it always starts off my day on the wrong foot.
Sometimes it really feels like I lose control.
I knew my mornings were getting a little bit out of control when I was realizing a pattern of watching one video and then another, and then playing a game and listening to a podcast and watching another video and scrolling through social media. I knew that this was a big suck on my time and I was really getting addicted to my phone, so I smashed it. Okay, so maybe it was an accident, but I did end up breaking my phone last week. I thought I would take advantage of having no phone and start a new morning routine, but I didn't want it to be something that, I do for a little bit and then it ends up fizzling out. I wanted to create a pattern, something that I can do every single morning, whether I have 5 minutes or an hour that I want to devote, and something that I can adapt to make sure it's the best for me personally and really narrow it down to what's really important to me. So over the past few weeks, this is how I have been building my new minimalist morning routine. So my idea was pretty simple. I wanted to pick one or two things that I wanted to get done each and every morning and structure my morning routine so that every day I get those two things done before I ever look at my phone. The other thing that I wanted to incorporate was taking one little tweak each day to my morning routine by either adding something or subtracting something, or just changing the length of something so that if I had to rush out in the morning, I could do the bare basics, the two things that I really want to get done. And if I have more time, then I can do something a lot more extended. But either way, I know that I'm going to be improving myself each and every day. I ended up finding out that the most important part of my morning routine is actually the night before. So one little change that I made was, instead of bringing my phone to bed with me, which when I did that, I would end up playing games or reading the news or watching little videos or something before I went to bed, or even listening to podcasts. Instead of plugging in and leaving my phone outside my bedroom, so that when the alarm goes off in the morning, I have to get up and walk out to go turn it off so that it doesn't keep annoying me. And then I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm already up, I might as well, go have some water, go shower, go get some coffee and start my day. And I've just been leaving my phone there so that I can really focus on the first hour or two of my day to make sure that I'm very clear and focused. And I found that when my alarm went off, my phone was right next to me. I was hitting snooze, staying in bed longer, and that would make me tired pretty much all day for those times that I stayed in bed longer and I snoozed and I didn't get up as soon as I woke up. So the next part of my morning routine, I didn't really have to change it all. It was pretty much wake up, shower, do my teeth, and also a couple of glasses of water right off the bat. I found that when I do this, it helps my mental clarity a lot. And then make some coffee. It was the part after that that I really wanted to focus on. One habit that I really wanted to install was doing devotions every morning. For this, I would do it some mornings and not others, or I would push it off till later in the day. I'll say I'll do it at night, and the day ends up always getting away from me, and at night I don't feel like focusing. I just need to, unwind and relax, and it's just really hard to calm your mind down. So I've been doing that at the beginning of each morning. I set a minimum of 5 minutes for this. Even though that sounds really small, I know that it's just starting. That's the hardest part, and once I get started, I know I can talk myself into committing to it for 5 minutes. And once I get through those first 5 minutes, I'll want to continue, but then I'm not forced to continue, so it's kind of my choice to go longer if I want to, or if I'm in a rush, I know that I can at least squeeze out 5 minutes. Since I've been in quarantine, I haven't been doing a whole ton of moving, so I've really been wanting to up my fitness regimen. All the gyms are closed, so I can't really do that anymore. So I've been just taking, 2 to 5 to 20 minutes and doing a little bit of exercise first thing every day. So I've found that when I do some exercise in the morning, I feel a lot more alert throughout the rest of the day, and I just feel a lot more energetic. So again, I do just commit to doing, a couple minutes. I need to do one exercise, I need to do something each and every morning, and then I'm trying to take it to a few times a week. I've been aiming for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm trying to keep it flexible, that I spend at least half an hour doing some more exercises, but I just want to make sure that it stays flexible so it's something I can continue to do and I don't feel like I missed out on my morning routine if I just missed one little section. I've been really creative here in quarantine as well. It turns out you can curl like pretty much anything. You can do push-ups anywhere. You can do shoulders with anything that just weighs like 5 pounds. So I've been really creative and trying a bunch of different things. And actually been kind of like, it's kind of fun. It adds some excitement, adds a little bit of a challenge to working out. So I would highly recommend that. And I think just doing a little bit of exercise at the beginning of the day is one of the most important things. And I know for me, it makes me feel better overall. I end up eating better, I end up sleeping better if I don't move at all during the day, especially right now when I'm not going out a ton, then I don't end up sleeping great. So this has just been helping in a lot of different areas. Not quite there yet. We're gonna catch up to Matt pretty soon. I just feel like a jerk when you do this, you know? Another rule I've been using is the Matt Diavella 2-day rule. I don't know if he created this, but he did an awesome video on it. I'll link it wherever people link stuff. The 2-day rule is just saying that you never miss 2 days in a row with whatever habit that you're trying to install. So if you miss one day, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You have to make sure that the next day you get back on track. Because if you end up missing 2 days in a row, it very easily turns into 3 and 5 days in a week, in a month, and then your habit's completely shot. So if it's very, very important to you, make that commitment that you will never miss 2 days in a row. So far it's been a couple weeks that I've been doing this and I haven't missed one day yet. But I think that's partly because I've made this so flexible that if there are days where I have to work in the morning or I have to rush out, then I make sure that I just commit those 5 to 10 minutes to get the few things done, even if it's just the 2 core ones that I need to do every day, and I don't get to do the other ones that I've added in since then. I still feel like I won at the beginning of the day, and that's really helped out the rest of the day. And on the days that I do have more time, once I get started, I've found that I've gone above and beyond those little commitments that I made, but just having them really small has helped me stick to it and not miss anything so far. But yeah, the 2-day rule for any type of habit that you're trying to form is extremely, extremely useful. I would highly recommend using that and implementing it and forcing it on yourself to any type of habit that you're trying to start. So this morning routine is not supposed to be one thing that's very set, very rigid. I wanted to make sure it was, a living thing. Can habits be alive? I don't know. So we don't know what's going to be the best morning routine for us right off the bat. We might think that this person's routine will be good, or if we do these things, it'll be good, but we don't really know until we try it. So I wanted to make sure that I can change it, but still have those 2 core ones that I talked about. So I've added a few other things. So this right here is my big board. I have a little to-do list here. So each morning I've been writing down 1 to 3 things that I want to get accomplished in that day, and just really narrowing it down to all the other stuff. Doesn't matter if it happens or not. If I get this one thing done, I will feel like my day is a success. But just really trying to narrow my focus down to what is the most important thing that I can do today. And if I just get done one step, one thing each and every day that is super, super important, then throughout the months and the years, that's really gonna add up to getting a lot of stuff done. And I know I can commit to just doing one thing, as opposed to when I have maybe 10 things on a list. It can be overwhelming. You can get some of them done. Usually you try to avoid ones that are difficult, but if it's just one thing, it's very clear what your goal is for that day. So that's just been something that's helped me out a ton to be a lot more productive. If you've watched this far, then you either completely hate me and you've been writing a really long, mean comment, or hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, feel free to subscribe so you can see more videos that hopefully you will enjoy. And if you like this video, feel free to like this video. I got nothing.